Hey guys, today I'm going to be covering the topic of a different OS similar to Windows called Tiny10. Tiny10 is supposed to be an alternative to Windows 10, and it is a stripped down version of Windows 10. What this means is it gets rid of all the unnecessary apps and services that come with it, and other various bloatware to ensure better performance and less RAM usage. This is ideal for PCs that are a few years old or slowing down. To show you the results in performance increase from the OS change, I will be using a 15-year-old computer that has 4 gigabytes of RAM and an AMD Turion CPU with 2 cores and 2 threads. The links to the different softwares I use in this tutorial will be in the description. Now before we do anything, we're just going to bring up our Windows menu and type in system information. When we bring that up, we'll be met with a different list of different things about your system, but what we're looking for is BIOS mode. And depending on what BIOS mode you have, the process for installing the new OS will be different. So just keep track of if your BIOS mode is BIOS or UEFI. Alright guys, so I'm going over now how to install the ISO and get it onto a USB drive of your choice to then install it to this computer or whatever computer you're installing the OS on. So first of all, we're going to start out with Tiny10. It's on archive.org, and you're going to want to click this ISO image right here and download. If you're getting slow download speeds anywhere in the 100 kilobits range to the 1 megabyte range, and it isn't correlating at all with your speed, your Wi-Fi speed's higher, then you're going to want to download Free Download Manager. I'll link it in the description. I'm not going to go over how to install it. You just click download and then run the installer, approve it, and then open up your Windows menu in the search, type free, it'll come up. Then you'll see a green add button. Click that, and you want to go right here to that ISO image, blue text, right click it, copy link address, and paste it into there. And I noticed a 100 times speed boost in download speed. It was downloading 100 kilobits before, and then it started downloading 10 megabytes. So the speed was greatly improved. And now that you're done downloading Tiny10, we're going to download Rufus. I've already done this, so I'm not going to guide you through it. But all you need to do is download Rufus 4.4, just for times 64 version. If you have a times 68 or times 86 system, then you click that one. So assuming you have all of that installed, you're going to want to open up Rufus. I already have it open, whoops. And then what you want to do is it'll bring up your USB drive. It'll automatically select it. It won't bring up your C drives or anything, and it won't mess with that. Then you want to click select and add your ISO. So we're going to add in the Tiny10 that we're doing. And then we're going to want to do standard Windows installation. Don't do to go because I don't know how that works, so I can't really guide you through it. And then now here comes in your BIOS type. If you have a BIOS type BIOS, you want to change it to MBR. But if you have a BIOS type UEFI, you can just keep it here. Alright, so let's change it to MBR. That's what the system I'm installing it on uses. And I don't believe you have to change the file system or cluster size at all. I don't mess with those personally because I don't know what they would do to the installation. Then once you're done with that, you want to click start. It will let you create a local account with the username of your current user on your system. Set your regional options the same. Disable data collection. Disable BitLocker automatic device encryption. If you have BitLocker device encryption enabled, I would recommend clicking that so it bypasses it. The only thing this would help is so when you boot it up, you don't have to go to your Windows account and find I think it's like 64 character code that's associated with your BitLocker and type it in to get past that. So I'm not going to select any of these because they're pretty easy to just do. And I'm just going to click OK, and it's going to start. And you're going to want to make sure any data you have backed up on the USB before installing this is kept in a safe place because it'll all be erased. Now I'm going to click OK. I'm going to click cancel because I'm personally not downloading it again because I already have the OS done, but that's pretty much it. Okay, and then once you're done, the easiest way to boot into a UEFI BIOS is by making a shortcut on your desktop. I can show you really quick. I have a shortcut right here with a command that you add in as the target area. And when you run this, it'll bring you directly to the Advanced System Settings button. So you click Advanced System Settings and look for UEFI firmware options, UEFI boot, something like that. And then select that and it'll bring you into your BIOS. Now for BIOS, it's slightly different. You're going to want, and for both of these, actually no, just for BIOS, you're going to want to shut off your computer completely. And then not sleep mode, just complete shut off, turn it on, and then the key will either be F9, F10, F11, F12, or delete. I think there's other exceptions like it could be F2 or something, but don't try to spam them all at once, just try them one by one. I know it will take a while just so you don't bring up the wrong menu and you don't think this works. And I'll link videos to how to enter your BIOS and how to enter your UEFI BIOS, so that'll help. And that's pretty much it on installing it. The device should show up as the name of the USB that you have, or as mass storage device, or as what it got changed to, which is USB drive D. Oh wait, no, it didn't get changed to that. My bad. It changed to like Tiny10 64 something or another. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and I will be back with the performance stats. Alright, so here we're looking at a black screen. The reason why I considered this part of the benchmark, in quotes, is because this was when it very started booting up. I trimmed it a little too far and it didn't include the little circle wheel that it does. But as you can see, we're already like 30 seconds in. Haven't even gotten to the home screen yet. It's really not that good on normal Windows 10. Here we are at 40 seconds booting in. I'm able to enter my PIN, but it takes a good amount of time to get into the main menu and actually be able to do stuff. So let's just wait a bit. We're on a black screen for a bit because it hasn't fully loaded in the desktop, which is honestly absurd. And now we're actually at the desktop. Woo! Okay, as you can see, the bottom of the taskbar isn't fully loaded in yet. There's nothing I can do. And let's just let it go for a bit longer until it loads. And now it's starting to load a few of the widgets / icons in. Still not fully loaded in. And you can see I was able to open up the Windows menu in an attempt to open up settings, but it took quite a few seconds before it even opened up settings, like about 5. Then upon opening up settings, it takes a few seconds to even load into the main menu. And in the main menu, I'll just click on the display option, so it shows you how long it's taking to load in. It's kind of absurd. Here we go. And now we will open up Task Manager so I can show you the processor load and RAM load just from idling. Nothing else open in the background. This is just a default install with nothing added. The Opera GX shortcut is just from OneDrive, so it doesn't even apply. As you can see, Task Manager took like a second to load in. Now I'm going to look at the more details tab so I can actually show you what's up with it. It's awfully slow, so it takes a little bit for it to load in enough. So here we go. Let's see, it's already 100% CPU usage according to processes. And you can see the CPU is at about average of 40% usage doing nothing. And the memory usage is at 46%. It is 4 gigabytes of RAM, which isn't a lot. And the max can be upgraded to is 8 gigabytes, but I'm not going to upgrade it personally. And that's it for the performance aspect. All right, so here we have Tiny10 OS booting up. As you can see, it does take a little. But honestly, so far it's already going faster than the boot up time of the normal Windows 10 OS. If I have a little bit of illumination coming on from this side, it's because that other laptop is open at the moment. All right. When I did first install TinyOS, I did not intend to make a benchmark, so I had to reinstall Windows 10 and then over the second installation of Windows 10, reinstall TinyOS again. So I do think the performance is a little bit worse because of that. Because it did perform a little better when I was first looking at it. But as you can see, we loaded in already pretty much faster than Windows 10. And this part, the welcoming part, is taking longer than it did on the Windows 10 for sure. And then another black screen is this loading into the main menu. This was just one restart after installing. If I were to restart it again, it'd probably go a little bit faster. You see, and everything loaded in really quick. Not every single one of the taskbar icons loaded right away, but it's loading in quicker than than Windows 10 did for sure. I just sat here for a little waiting for everything to load. And then the search bar was giving me a little bit of trouble. I clicked on it, tried typing, nothing. Clicked on it, tried typing, nothing. Clicked on it, tried typing, it typed. Then froze for a bit when I was typing in Manager, and then I clicked on to type again and click space. So then it caused a little bit of an issue. Now this is where I was having the issue with Manager getting typed in. All right, and then took a little bit to load. So the computer froze a little. And then when I go to click more details, it does still say 100% CPU usage, which is odd. It wasn't getting used at 100%. This time it averaged closer to 25% because we got like a 20, a 37, a 42, a 34, 45, 37, 42, 26, 37. And that's closer to a 30%. But overall, all in all, it does appear better than Windows 10 did. And the RAM usage was also lower. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and be sure to drop a like if you enjoyed it and a follow if you want to see more. I'm not sure if I'll keep going into hardware related stuff because there's only so much I can do with OS stuff that I'm willing to do because this old laptop can't run very much. But I'll probably post some gaming videos and stuff sometime soon in the future. Have a great rest of your night or day, and see ya.